Hello and welcome everyone to your European semifinal here today between the 5 and Core. We have a match ready for you guys. It is going to be crazy here. We are on St. Mary Glees today for this European semifinal, and this game has been weeks in the making, if not months. Yeah, ever since September when we started this league in the HPL, these two teams have been competing week in and week out to get to this point. The playoffs. Now, today we have two very different teams. Not only are they from different places in Europe, the 5 being from France and Core being from Germany, but they have had, somewhat different seasons so far. Core, it has to be said, being utterly dominant this season in the HPL, not only not dropping a point, but not dropping a game. I don't think that, they didn't lose a single cap this season to any other team. So perfect, flawless record in the HPL. Overall, last year, also, they only dropped, I think, 2 or 3 games the whole year. They went like 43-3 or something. So it's been a crazy year for Core so far. However, their challengers are playing very well as of late. The 5 had a little bit of a hiccup mid-season, and they lost to 38th Infantry, who was promoted at the time, playing very well themselves. But recently, last week, they played so well against 116th, ended up winning that one 3-2. They're going to have an even better game this week if they want to beat Core here. They have to have the best game of their lives here if they want to beat Core. And hopefully we get that. Hopefully it's a really close, amazing game of Hell Let Loose. Both teams have so many good players. It's going to come down to the little things, the little squad gameplay strategies, the kills, being careful with your tanks. Just everything has to come together here for both teams to win this game. We're about 3 minutes away from the match start here, just waiting for confirmation from both sides, and then we'll be good to go here. And yeah, like we said, St. Mary Glees, interesting to see what kind of map layer we get. I want to see, are we going to get the mid? Are we going to get right in the middle? What, are we going to have a weird kind of layout? Are we going to get the church? Are we going to get checkpoint? I can't wait to see, honestly. I don't know if either will favor either layer will favor which team. Maybe the midpoint favoring the city, favoring Core in the city a little bit, because the Core is a very exceptional gunplay team. But the 5 do have some amazing gunplay players. Like sticking out in my head right now is Crazy Rammer. You've seen him in squad line battles on my channel, my personal channel. He's just an amazing gunplay artist. Let's call him an artist. Some of the headshots he pulls off are just they blow my mind. I think Core though has the advantage if we're talking about just raw FPS skill, because they just have so many like good players. It's crazy. They're not even good players, like great players. Let's be honest here. If we're talking about like overall strategy, I also think Core has the advantage coming into this one, but the 5 have shown us that they've adapted and changed a bunch of things about them. So I think I'm a little hesitant to call that, outright for Core, but I'm going to go with Core, which is more comfortable, let's say. In terms of artillery, I think that goes towards the 5. They've been very, very good all season long with their artillery. That's something that when I think of the 5, I immediately think of artillery. However, they're up against some very, very proficient recon squads and recon tanks this round. So it's going to be very important for the 5 to be able to defend effectively on their own base. Now, tanks is what we would call maybe the unknown. There's some really good tankers for the 5, and there's some really good tankers from Core. And the thing about tanks is it's kind of a meme. For instance, when Core played TL, it was like, oh, TL's tanks are gonna smash Core, and that's not what happened. It's just Core is so good at everything. Sometimes some parts of their game get overlooked. Like their tankers, for instance, Core's infantry and their group movements and their organization is so strong that we overlook their tanks. Whereas on TL's side, TL's tanks stand out a bunch. So we say, oh, TL has these amazing impenetrable tanks. And when we go to like Foy and we see Core smashing on all fronts, then it's like, oh, wait a second, maybe we're judging these differently or not judging them properly. But regardless, it's going to be interesting. I think tank battles are going to be very important in this one. The strategy, is going to be also very important. And if that artillery for the 5 stays up, that's might be their X factor. I think looks like we got the switch going in right now. So we've just switched the map here, and yeah, get ready for the semifinal, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Heathen Hammer here, and this is the Hell Let Loose Premier League semifinals from the European Division. Core from Germany on the Ally side versus the 5 from France on the Axis side. Guys, enjoy this one. I know I will too, for sure. Oh my God! 8 other bodies! Oh my God! Nice work! Let's go! 38 score for a cap race. Welcome, everyone, boys, girls, to Hell Let Loose Premier League semifinals here on St. Maraglise, and we have none other than St. Maraglise as the mid cap here. Very, very nice. I'm loving it. All right, so St. Maraglise, the mid cap, 1 minute 54 to go on the pregame here. Let's see what both sides are marking out. First, take a check to see the teams you have. On one side, Navy SEALs is going to be commanding. On the other side, I wonder who's going to command for Core. Could it be Havald, possibly? We'll find out at the end of this one. All teams look good to go. No crashes there, so it seems like we're going to have a clean start here. You can see nodes already going down for the 5 here. They got their nodes down. They're ready to go. On the north side, also spawned a light tank. You got that there. Nodes getting ready and prep for this one. St. Maraglise is going to be the midpoint here. We got Maison du Creek and Crossroads. So an interesting layer there. I think a little easier to defend the flag position and Route de Haras here on the top. Very close together. Hard to take one without getting reinforcements from the other. So I think advantage on the defensive side goes towards the 5. If they do get pushed, they can then get set up quickly. They're already set up, right? So Core really has to attack the middle here and attack both points if they want to take them. Whereas on the other side, not so close here with Maison and Crossroads, kind of affording a little flanking on either side of the map to get over here. Maybe taking out the back garrisons at the same time. Now for the rollout here from the 5, we can see a 1-man recon vehicle, full transport trucks, 2 full, 3 full, almost 4 full, 1 medium tank. We got Citrus, Kraken, Middle Cop, and then also 2-man light tank here with Arctic and Robe Asse. Navy SEALs going to be pulling up the command there, and let's get right into this one. You can see initially artillery markers already coming out here. Now, where is Core's deployment on this? Well, it will start in 5 seconds. And they're off. Semifinals of the Hell Let Loose Premier League European bracket here on Twitch. BR1 Esports, of course, the sponsors and the idea behind the Hell Let Loose Premier League, bringing professional Hell Let Loose competition to the masses on YouTube and Twitch. Of course, the VOD of this game will be available after the game on YouTube, so will highlights and all that jazz. You can see on the right side of your screen here, Core vehicles moving in. Also, Core tank shelling. Uh-oh, does Core have a nasty peek going on? Now we can see a tank shelling on the right side of your map here. It is going to be a Greyhound recon vehicle shelling. I wonder if they have a nasty peek onto one of the roads here. You see deployment coming out now. Equal looking deployment from both teams here. Although Core does have, oh, now that we see 2 more trucks coming right into point. That's a big, big chunk of orange bodies on point here. Don't quite see the response coming out yet from the 5. You see cap progress stopped momentarily. However, not long enough. There we go. All right, so Core's coming back into this one. You can see the Stewart pulling up to point, trying to suppress infantry on the left side of point. Now this is going to be a bloodbath here for the midpoint. Stewart takes 1 hit on the ground, trying to engage that infantry from the 5. Let's go on board with that, Stuart. Doing a good job suppressing now. Core is making cap progress, however. You can see that their forces are moving through on the north side here, trying to disrupt the line from the 5. Gonna have to be careful though, because there is a Panzer IV coming to play on this one. Looking to help secure this point. Still cap progress coming in from the Allies though, and Core. They have complete control over the strong point on St. Mary-Église. The 5 has not been able yet. It's very close though. Cap progress going down momentarily there. 5 has not been able to cross the street in force. On the south, you can see Arinko, RZ, and Chauvin pushing through though, seeing if they can get maybe an outpost established down there. That would be a huge boon for their team. First tank fight of the game here. We got a 75 getting shot through the smoke by Panzer IV. Looks like both tanks are retreating. No, the Panzer IV does go down in the end there. Nice play from AT of Core. Good play there, getting a few shots on. Of course, Panzer IVs are a little weaker than their American compatriots. Those hull shots do a lot of damage. 80% capped here for Core, looking to take the first point and go up 3-2 on the match. That would be a great start, just with the doctor ordered here. If they can take it. Looks like cap progress increasing here ever so slowly. The 5 need to do something to get onto this strong point, though I don't think they're going to have enough time, as Core looks to take this one 3-2 off the bat and get ready to go into the rest of this game. See what they have on the attack here. We'll pan out here and show you guys the next point from the 5. It's going to be a route to harass here. Not too far. We don't already see any kind of recon on the point yet. No setup yet for Core. They put everything into the midpoint, as you need to do. You really need to commit those bodies forward and get people on point. You know, get those bodies on point. Make sure you control the midpoint, and then you can think about attacking. As we say that though, there was possibly a garrison. Let's check the map really quickly here. No garrisons, just appears to be outposts on the backside. Okay, so big flanking maneuver coming out from the 5 here. Now, unfortunately, they do lose 2 of the squad leads. Anthrax is the only one left alive. Crazy Rammer on the backside too is going to be hunting for those Garys. However, he is all alone, all by myself. Crazy Rammer. One of the players we touched on in the pregame, very competent FPS player. Looks like he's going to get into a 1v1 here with Squealer. Gets the first shots off with Potatoes, unfortunately. There we go. He finished his Squealer off. However, that is going to be alarm bells ringing for the rest of the defenders here of Core, which might be good for the 5 here, because you can see Flak, or Falco, Flak as I like to call him, is going to be able to push in kind of as those Core players are baited out of the way. Now let's go back to that high view. You can see tanks for Core. They got another Stuart, looks like, in the mix. The Sherman's still kind of on the church. Stuart's going crazy, trying to get as many infantry kills, disrupt the attack that he can. You can also see that Lux went down on the south side too, so the 5 losing 2 tanks off the start. Using their tanks to try and stall any pushes here from the 5. Just kind of patrolling this time, and they have taken a little bit out of the 5's line on the south. You can see here with his Stuart. Lots of orange bodies in the south here, looking to crumble this line and allow for more Core infantry to get in behind. The 5 maybe take out... Ooh. Nope, nothing there, just a supply truck. We're going to go off of this Stuart and see if we can't see what's going on in the defensive here. Has Core made it through the line? We can see Jay Thompson has, at least. Joker also making it on the north side. Ooh, here comes the attack. Crusader, we've highlighted him before. This is Core's attacking squad here. Crusader's very, very good at getting sneaky outposts into point. Looks like he's going to be taking out some supplies at the moment, and putting his squad in very good positions to attack the point, whether that be from behind. You know, he doesn't, you know, he makes very smart decisions, you know, sneaking through the enemy lines and getting spawn behind the lines without averting them to his presence, or just putting his squad in a good position to get outposts up. Looks like he's going to choose this bush here on the north flank. Not a bad choice for the outpost. Now he's up against RZ. We also got REC, or sorry, Ren, Navy SEALs in the back too, and Sproker. So it's essentially a 2v5 here. Getting spotted out by RZ and suppressing, not getting the kill there. Let's see how this AVC defensive squad from the 5 reacts to Crusader pushing on the north here. Making some good progress in here. You can see where the supply truck is with Navy SEALs on top of it. Chauvel rotating on the backside also. Oh, those AP mines just threading the needle there around the AP mines and the mine on the north side. Navy SEAL still doesn't know about Crusader here on the back though. RZ is going to meet him real soon. Very, very sneaky here from Crusader. Great little sneaky play, getting on the backside of the defenders. And this is what I mean. Like he could go out guns blazing right now, but he doesn't need to. He can bide his time. Now, oh, hey, it's going to end up, however, with Navy SEALs one-tapping him and spreading his blood all over the field. Unfortunately, there for Crusader, he's not able to get into point and get one of those sneaky OPs up. He still does have one on the north side. However, RZ is right there to defend when he does spawn in. Now, Para pushing up to mid here too with Anthrox. Hakuro's in a good spot to defend against this one. Bushwhacking it up. Looks like he does pick off Para there. That's a good play from him. Let's rotate back to the midpoint and see how the attack is going here. Looks like Core has somewhat broken up, well, completely broken up the northern line. However, the 5 have found a pocket. Bombing run coming down. That's going to be a defensive bombing run from Core. Really not going to do anything. It is very hard to get those bombing runs to work inside St. Maraglise, the town. You can see there. Ooh, that looks like a D. Taken out possibly a Sherman there on point. Yes, Sherman goes down from D. That's a nice play there. Taking out one of the anchors of the defense here. Now, even though Core broke up that northern line, the 5 just rotated in mid and now have smashed through the north side right near the strong point. They're going to try to do that on the west too. I don't know how feasible that is though. A lot of open ground there with a lot of Core guns watching the space. The north, however, Kel managed to make it this far. Nobody left alive inside the church here from Core. And we are seeing a little bit of contestation also. Let's go on board with Kel, see if he can make it into point. Got to be careful though. Lots of artillery following near him. Kel should be good here. He's got to watch out behind him because Zoom's coming through. Ooh, can he make it? Oh no, he gets one tapped in the back. Not fast enough. Unfortunately for Kel, they're not able to get inside the church to clear it out, maybe hold it for his team. And it looks like Zoom and his squad have started to plug that hole that the 5 is trying to exploit right now. Yeah, it's just a numbers game at this point, though. The 5 only has 2, and that's about 4 to 5 from Core, so numbers are going to win there. Rotating back towards the attack, we can see that Medini, we got Fred here, we got Seema on the south side, and then on the north side, yeah, nice job defending here from the 5, pushing Crusader off of that outpost on the north side and clearing it with overwhelming numbers. Seems very cautious attacks here from both sides, not wanting to overcommit. You know, they have the 3-2 and it's not about points anymore. Whoever has more caps wins the game. So whether it's 3-2 or 5-0, it doesn't matter. If you go for the 5-0, obviously the game could end sooner, but it really doesn't matter at this point. As long as you have more caps than the other team, you will win and advance to the Hell Let Loose Premier League Finals. So we can see that the 5 have come back and actually have started making cap progress here. Expect a huge respawn wave from Core to try and squish this fast. Core do not want to go down 3-2 here. And this is a very different looking 5 team than from what we've seen during the regular season. And there it is, 10% cap progress. Smoke coming in on point. Members of the 5 pushing in. I'm just waiting for those respawns from Core here. They're going to come sooner or later. Core does not want to give up this point. See on the south side there with Jekyll and Sturb, Looter, Senseless pushing in, trying to get in between the attack from the 5. And we also do have an airhead dropping. Wow, this is a very risky airhead. Not quite sure. There's no smoke to accompany it too either. So even though it is dropping, nobody here from the 5 to really defend it. Oh, Prade maybe, but did that already take it out? Bombing run comes in a little late there. Now, let me check the map to see if that airhead is still up. No. So mistiming there on the bombing run from the 5. I think Artie from Core neutralizes it. And just like that, airhead play is off the table. Very hard to get that to work, front door airhead play like that. Now it's up to Core. So no bombing runs for either team available. Airhead still is possibly available here for Core, and that's maybe what they might have used here. If we're trying to look to see if I can see where the airhead is. Crusader Par spawning on the backside here. We'll see when the next spawn wave comes down what exactly it is. Now, there is infantry markers. Okay, there we go. Joker has spawned in. Now, is that a airhead or is that an outpost here? We can't even see. It's so deep. It's so deep. It is an outpost. Okay, so outpost from Joker squad going down there. Crusader also in the mix. And at this point, it's a 3v like 10. Not going to get too much off this. Crusader just trying to poke away, see if he can find a hole, maybe get a few kills, and make a space for himself on this defensive point. Not too bad there from Crusader. Rotating back to point, you see Core have recovered nicely on the defensive here. Really securing the one of 2 paths to point. That's going to be on the northwest side here with Raup, Will, Sharner, and Squealer. You need to secure kind of this north side, so not only in the west but also the east. Those are the 2 main avenues of attack for this point. Now we do have a situation developing here. It's going to be a tank fight. We got 2 Core tanks coming to fight today. 76 looking to make a victim of the 5 tank. We can't even see it, there's so much smoke here. There it is. It's a Tiger. Tiger versus 76. Looks like Tiger wins the day so far. However, second tank from Core is going to be flanking here on the left side. Now that's going to be a 75. However, does Core go balls to the wall here and go for a flank? There's a nice, convenient way to get right behind this Tiger where he'll have no opportunity to escape. I would love to see that that Core tank go for it here. Gray, Opie, and Holzbeer. Love to see it. Doesn't look like it's quite going to happen as the Tiger looks to try and maybe retreat from this position. But boy, would I love to see that. A Tiger actually might be stuck. He's going to gun it and try to get out of that. He's just going up the wall though. Tiger's having some issues there. There we go. His backup camera wasn't on. He turned it on. Second tank's marked. Tiger looks to be repositioning to fight that 75 on the left. Not a bad call. He's already, you know, somewhat damaged the first 76 that came to challenge him. Is that actually a 76, not a 75? Apologies, that is a 76. I didn't see the muzzle brake on it. Looks like finally that threat is spotted though. Sensible decision here from the Tiger to fall back. You don't want to get snuck up behind in these very tight streets with no way to rotate. You'll be dead meat very soon. Kind of getting a bigger picture for you guys here. So 76 has been repaired on the right side of your screen. And actually, is that an AT gun? That is. Fred and Mental took it upon themselves to build an AT gun back there. And the Sherman is now, the road is now blocked for the Sherman, so he's going to fall back. And yeah, still persisting on point here from Arc. Looks like the tide has turned kind of in this middle north side. Arc, oh, hold the phone though. 76 looking to peek the Tiger. 76 taking a shot in the back from AT already and a second shot in the front. The Tiger has the advantage here. I don't know if he knows about it. Helgrim on the backside might be able to put the second shot through onto the back of this Sherman. Does he have another shell though? No, looks like he's out of munitions there. And the 76 went from looking like a good position here to being somewhat exposed. All it's going to take is a rocket man into the back, and yeah, sensible position there to fall back from that 76. Very, very touch and go here on point. Core reinforcements coming in to try and stop that push on the north side here from Chang, Zero, Matej, and Sam Cruz, all these guys there. And actually, Tiger does go down, so Blue Tear and Senseless working together to take out the Tiger. Unfortunately, Tiger just not surrounded by friendly infantry here. Gets rushed by Axis infantry, and that is all she wrote. Unfortunate for that Tiger. You really got to be aware as a tank where your friendly infantry is and not get surrounded, because it is so deadly, even deadlier inside a city like this. However, you know, the 5 of persisting. They're trying for another push. You can see here they're going to be going a little further to the north. Their northern line's looking good. Now, the only thing is all those guys on the north there have to be careful that they're not just sitting out there. They need to get in the fight somehow, because that's a full squad of boys out there, not currently contributing to fighting. While they are forming a line, they're not, you know, directly attacking the point here. But you know, having a front line this far advanced is an advantage for if you are the Axis. However, they have to watch out that these core players don't get behind their lines, don't get set up with outposts and garrisons on the backside, and that looks like exactly what's happening here. You can see Para's up here, Kevin's up here, Jay Thompson, Crusader also in very good spots. Jay Thompson actually looking to take out this Panzer IV here. Ice, what are you doing? Go support your tank. Toku's gonna pop out and deal with it himself, taking out the tank. Good job there, Toku. Good job for the commander. Yeah, not a bad play at all. Nice play there. Crusader sneaky as ever on the backside. Let's follow with him. Has he found spawns? Has he found a Gary? Is he literally crawling on his face to get into point here? You can hear the outpost going up. Oh baby, we're gonna see some rotations in the squads to get 6 members into Crusader's squad. And this might be the moment here where core go up 4-1. Sholva has no idea about this, neither do any other defenders. Now it's all up to Crusader. Can he get onto that garrison? Can he take it out? Supplies in front of Crusader here. Wonder if he goes for them. No, he's gonna bypass and go straight for the Gary. Knows about the Gary, is on the Gary. Crusader about to take out the Gary. Sholva, no clue what's going on. And just like that, the garrison's down. Big trouble here for the 5. Where are the follow-on spawns? There they are. Anthrox, Jay Thompson coming in. However, there is a Tiger coming to help. Tiger comes on the backside. And I don't know if Ice and Ren know about this outpost. They might soon. Looks like Ren's rotating straight for it. Big fight right here. Can Ren take out the reinforcements? Can they spawn out? Big spawn wave comes in. Ren with 1 kill gets instantly dropped. Tiger needs to rotate. Ren dropping another. Apologies, miss calling that out. So this is good here. The tiger just needs to face the left side, and this outpost is going to be suppressed. However, if Anthrax can get behind this tiger and put some damage in, that would be very, very dangerous for the 5. That tiger is not responding to his infantry dying beside him. All he needs to do is drive to the left here, and he's not doing it. Panzer IV on points, taking some damage also. We might have another tank to the left side of our screen here that we can't see, because it looks like the Panzer IV is engaging something. Now, follow-on spawns are coming in, and only if that tiger had rotated and pushed that that outpost, this would be a whole different situation. However, essentially the tiger's just driven forward and is allowing respawns to come in from the outpost here. Big concern if I am the 5 on defense here. Big concern. Now Kuz needs to get a second Gary up, and he needs to do it fast. Otherwise, this is going to be all for naught, and the 5 are going to go down here 4-1. I mean, it's a 4v2 on the defensive point right now. There is a Panzer IV, but it is a 4v2 right now. Kuz is pushing towards that OP. Oh, he needs to keep pushing instead of falling back. So Sproker and Ren making their way back. Oh, the OP was replaced, and I think Kuz might have just got it. Wow. So OP is rotated a little closer. Now Crusader is up. So his only job is going to be keeping this OP up, and I think he's in a good spot to rotate it again. Danger's not over yet here if you are the 5. Not over yet. So really good squad leading here from Crusader, having a rotation, having a movement of his OP so that he can just throw up a new one once it gets crushed. And that's what you need to do as an attacking squad lead here. You can see, look at the amount of bodies coming back here from the 5, pulling everybody back, trying desperately to try and snuff out this attack. Now, Panzer IV, by sheer luck, is getting very close here to to Crusader. That would be hilarious. Oh, and what? Hold up. So the tank gets destroyed and actually kills Crusader on the attacking point. Wow. Wow. Oh no, unfortunate play there on the backside. Well, they do take out the Panzer IV. They also take out their only attacking squad leader right on point, and unfortunately shut down everything they had going for them in the attack. Now that is just a stroke of bad luck if I've ever seen it. Bad luck there on the side of Core. Wow, but Core's a lot closer. You can see they've broken through on the north. They have reinforcement follow-up troops coming up. That tank that destroyed the Panzer IV there, you can see it's a 76 on the north side here from, who is this? Gray, Ope, and Holsbeer. I'm sure Crusader's a little salty about that one, but that's okay. So full frontal attack looks like it's going to be coming out from Core. They got the 76 up here. There is a Tiger on defense, however. Has to watch out for that. Other than that, though, pretty balanced attack here. Good players on both sides. Crusader v Crazy Rammer right now might be an interesting 1v1 unless that 76 gets involved. Looks like the 76 is putting down some suppressing fire, though. Yeah, and Crazy's going to have a hard time. I wonder where that Tiger went. We can check the map really quickly, actually. Let's give you an overview of both points, and then we'll check the map just so you can see what's going on. So Core have definitely secured their back line. You can see they've pushed across the road. Ooh, there we go. That Tiger is moving to engage the 76, so we'll rotate onto that battle. But look at that. The whole line here from the 5 is gone. They only have a sporadic amount of infantry. This is going to be a good tank battle, though. Tank marked out. Unfortunately, second tank getting shots in. There is a second 76 here from the ally side. Unfortunately for that Tiger, taking heavy damage here. No shots yet into the 76. Oh no, that's brutal here. Falling back right into vision, and down goes the Tiger. 1v2 getting caught out with no intel of the second 76 there. Oh no, that's unfortunate for the 5. They really had no idea about that second 76, and it bit them in the butt. Rotating back in, you can see supplies coming in from the Axis team on the back. Scalp out there, maybe getting a defensive Gary set up, maybe going for an AT gun if someone can get back there. Now, no core members, crucially, as we go on the backside of this point. There is nobody from core here. They are coming in full frontal, and they're coming in hard with 2 tanks. Using those 76s, the smoke to push. Crusader's going to be looking to get an OP close to point here. That's what he does. That's what core does. They're so effective. Getting OPs up very close to point in proximity, respawning, getting rotations in their squad. Essentially what that is players from other squads will join his squad. Even though he's a one-man squad, they'll come and pile in and get 6 guys. And essentially that allows you to have multiple squad leads out there, and whoever really gets a good OP up, you can rotate into that squad and be effective on point. And that's what core does very well, and they are making cap progress right now off of these 2 tanks. Like the armor here for the Axis team just is non-existent. It's dead already. Now the AT gun's coming out, but I think that's a little too late here. These 276s are providing so much firepower. They're just pummeling the Axis defenders back, and that's allowing the attackers to get in here. First AT gun goes down though. Looks like Crazy Rammer and Hekur getting shots into the front of the 76 here. 2 AT guns actually. Bombing run drops on point and clears the strong point here, getting a bunch of kills. Huge bombing run coming in. 1 AT going down. The second, I don't know if it's going to be able to engage the 76, but that's a huge bombing run there from core, and they're taking the strong point right now. Second AT gun going down on the north, not able to get one of those Shermans, and here comes the cap progress nearing 40%. Core has complete control, almost complete control of the strong point here. This might be the moment where the match turns here. Really exciting game of Hell Let Loose regardless. Respawn's coming in. Can they push core off the strong point? Going to be hard to do here. Huge respawn wave coming in on the backside. Also, oh, it's so close here. The tanks though for core have been so strong. Oh my god, devastating artillery, wiping out 3/4 of that respawn. Airhead coming in on point from core to secure it in the smoke. This is make or break. 60% cap progress here. The 5 need to do something right now. Bombing run response comes in. That's gonna kill a bunch of bodies, but does it get the airhead? I don't think it got the airhead. Oh my god, I can't see in the smoke, please. We'll know very soon if it got that airhead, ladies and gents. For the 5's sake, they are hoping it did. Still though, cap progress is being made. Respawn wave from the outpost goes in. The important thing is, are we going to see a bunch of orange bodies from that airhead, or is it going to matter? Look, 60% and climbing on the cap progress here. 4-1 possibilities for core. It's going to be so close. Bombing run is not an option anymore for the 5 though. They need their artillery working, and they need it working now. They can't even get close to their AT guns to build them. These 76ers are doing so much damage here. Another AT gun goes down in the north, and it looks like core is going to take this one 4-1 with a sledgehammer right up the middle. Absolutely devastating here from core. 99%. I don't know if the 5 can do anything about this. They were not asked permission. That is for sure. 4-1. The core is going to go up in this one, and that is dark days for the 5 here. They only have 1 point left to defend and 56 minutes to get back into this game. Wow. Core with a sledgehammer. 2 76s push straight up the mid. Kill all the tanks for the 5. Kill all the AT guns. A beautiful bombing run. It has to be said, in on point artillery securing the point. But it all did start with those tanks and Crusader getting really close and getting that outpost on point. That enabled the whole thing. All right, only 1 position left to defend here from the 5. That is going to be flak position in 56 minutes here. Does core go for the 5-0 and try to finish this game off before the time? Or can the 5 stay in this one and come back? Oh, who knows at this point. The 5 were doing so good defending. Core just switched up their strategy a little bit and smashed through the front door. Now, as these lines are drawn, the 5, yeah, doing a good job to deploy get a lot of bodies out and spread that defensive line out nice and wide. That's what they need to do right now. With the points being so close together, it shouldn't be too hard to get back into this game with a nice airhead play, a nice push, some good squad timings, and some good kills. But it's all going to need to come together here. And core, the 5, apologies, needs to do something to deal with his core tanks. These 276s have been working in concert. And I don't know if AT guns are going to be enough. The tankers here, something we alluded to in the pregame also is the kind of unknown tankers from core. Well, they shouldn't be an unknown equation at all. They are putting in work. There goes another AT gun down for the 5. Only able to get one shot into the front of that 76. And that's not going to be enough. You can see there is a Tiger on the back already getting engaged by the second 76 here. Missing 3 or 4 missed shots from each gunner. Expect the next ones to be landing here. This Tiger needs to win the fight. Unfortunately, couldn't see if that took some damage. No, it looks like it hit something in front of the Tiger. Tiger is going to refocus its energy onto the left tank here from core. See if he can't get the kill on him. This Tiger needs to be careful though. There's only one more tank on the map here. That's kind of a weird engagement. Seemed pretty straightforward here for the 76 to be able to engage that Tiger, but for some reason there might be some terrain that we can't see that hasn't rendered in that's preventing the 76 from hitting that Tiger. Tiger stays alive for now. However, on the prowl is the Sherman. You can see him rotating here, trying to get an angle onto that Tiger. And honestly, if the Tiger goes down and a bunch of AT guns aren't going up, then it's gonna be game over here. As you see another AT gun going down. It's an AT gun graveyard over here on the north side for the 5. They just can't get anything going with the AT. Garrison also getting pushed on this north side. You can see there is the Tiger. He has 2 76s advancing on his position though. This is probably going to be the tank fight to determine this game. Uh-oh, first shot comes in from the 76. Tiger needs to back up. Tiger is in trouble here. Second shot going to come in. It's too late. Tiger goes down. Oh my God, that is a huge loss here for the 5. They could not lose another tank. And they got to watch out. First of all, they need, I don't think they have enough fuel for more tanks. They need to save those Tigers in cover and wait for core to push them. They can't be pushing out to engage the core 76s. And they need to work in concert with their AT guns. Now you can see Crazy Rammer and Falco getting another AT gun up on point, getting 2 shots into the Sherman. However, don't know if they're going to be able to take him out. No, AT gun goes down again. It's time after time again that you get a couple shots in, but it just doesn't do anything. If the AT guns aren't working in concert and 2 Shermans are attacking your position, you're not going to be able to do enough damage to take them out. And that's exactly what's happening right here, right now. Juge, though, has an opportunity. Well, that opportunity is short-lived, gets taken out almost immediately by the 76. And core's use of tanks here is just very exceptional. You can see they're slowly pushing, they're using their tanks, they're repairing their tanks when they take damage, and they're ruthless on the attack, killing enemy armor, killing enemy AT guns, overlapping fields of fire on the tank, so both tanks can engage the same target at the same time. They know all the spots for the AT guns. They've already mapped this out in the pregame. So as soon as one of those AT gun goes up, both of the tanks are able to engage at the same time. You can see another AT gun going up on the backside here, immediately being engaged by the 76. Now, there is a wall in the way. However, that doesn't stop 76. That's the 4th or 5th AT gun that goes down here. And these two tanks are proving impossible to stop for Core. It is going to be Core tanks that write the records here on this day in this Hell Let Loose Premier League semi-final. Because it is the tanks who almost single-handedly have smashed 1 point and are about to smash another right here, killing everything in their path. Putting the rest of the Hell Let Loose competitive scene on notice. Core's tanks are no joke. Just as good, if not better, than the infantry or the strategies. You can see now Hakur is trying desperately to get an AT gun up. However, he has to go so far back here. So far back, and he's already being engaged by 76 on the north side. Now, will these two nodes save the AT gun? That remains to be seen here. Gonna have to get it up quick. First shot goes into the nodes. I guess it's working for now. Just gonna need some supplies back here. That might be the pro strat of the day. Build a node in front of your AT gun and then take it out when you want to engage the target. You can see another AT gun going up for the 5, but it's already engaged before it can even get construction started on it. Rammer's going to be trying to put supplies down. It's so hard. These two tanks working in concert cannot be pushed off point. Let's check the map, guys, and show you what's going on. There is a recon vehicle looking to attack the Arty here for Core. But the 5 are so compact here on point. They have absolutely nothing going for harass to attack. Their only attack here, they have a medium. That's odd. The medium's looking to intercept on the back line. I would love to see that medium in a position to actually fight on point. Oh. All right. So tanks pushing in. Another AT gun goes down. Two AT guns go down, and these two Core tanks are just absolutely smashing everything. Look how many dead AT guns there are in the field right now. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is cap progress starting on the critical sector. Here we go. Core looking to end this one with 48 minutes to go and a 5-0 Hell Let Loose Premier League semifinals for Europe, booking their ticket to the Hell Let Loose Premier League finals against the winner of the NA, which is going to be BST 2501 versus TL. Core doing it with a sledgehammer. No crazy sneaky flanks, no special airheads. You know, airhead reinforcing the attack, but sure, they use tanks and infantry to smash through the front door. Bombing run coming in defensively, gonna completely whiff here for the 5. Way too far back to have any impact on the game here. Well, the 5 are getting some kills. They're getting so far pushed back here. Core is just waltzing right into point time and time again, and it's only a matter of time now with these tanks on the left side of your screen pushing in. Look how deep they are. Now they need to be careful. One rocket goes into the side of the tank there. Both tanks are pushing the strong point. This is where Core should trip up. If the 5 can get AT and saturate this position with AT, they might be able to take out 1 or 2 of these 76s. Another AT gun goes down on the right side of your screen there. The 5 just can't build them as fast as Core is smashing them. Now, here's where it gets tricky here, because these 76s are exposed. Rockets need to be flying en masse into the side. Satchel's going to go down there on the Tiger to clear some debris. And it's going to be up to these gunfighters here on the north side. Can they kill Chucky, Fred, and get behind these two 76s? Whoa, bombing run goes off, and that's a friendly bombing run. Core TKs one of their tanks. No way, but it doesn't matter. They're looking to finish this game here and clear off the point. Second tank from Core is still alive, and no member of the 5 can get into point. Smoke down now, only 2. It's a 2v10 on point here for Core. Can they get inside the strong point? No Arties left for either team here. Now, it's a really big fight. If the 5 can quickly kill this 76, maybe they can push across with infantry and challenge on point. They have to. They have to kill right now. Kill this 76. RZ, middle cop, and they're not doing it. Nero and Chucky are defending on the north. And cap progress is started again. Now, can Frail get an OP up behind? No. Frail drops. And right now, only Helgrim can save the point here. Only Helgrim. Does he have a satchel? Could he get one close? Does he have any smoke grenades? Helgrim is holding on point. We do have cap progress, though. Hold the phone. The 5 going for a cap race en route to harass. Now, who is there? Nobody. It's just sector. It's just sector control. Okay, so who's capping here? En route to harass for the 5. It's just simply the sector. There's so many people of core. And yeah, that cap progress is going to stall as soon as their respawns come in. There's so many people of core up here on the attack that they're getting out-capped in the sector behind them. Airhead coming in to reinforce this attack. But is it going to get spotted out and shot out here? You can see good core, arc flank from the 5. They are pushing straight behind the line of core, and I think they might be able to make it here. This airhead needs to get taken out, though, because if it stays up, there's going to be 30 members of core respawning on it very quickly. Also, the 76 finally getting taken out here on the north side. However, core has reinforced with a half-track. So half-track and an airhead on point. Now, can the 5 get in here and stop this? I mean, the respawn is going to be legendary onto this airhead. It's going to come in any second now. There's a lot of members of the 5, though, that have their guns looking this way. What a crazy fight for point here. Huge respawn wave coming in. First wave, not that big, but they all die instantly. Wow. Nice. What was that? A nade? A shot? Something. Airhead goes down by explosion. Core's still pushing, though, trying to finish this one out 5-0. You can see they've brought the half track. However, both their tanks have died. We said it would be risky. They risked it for the biscuit, and it did not pay off. Now, Tiger on the north side suppressing any re-attacks here from Core. And Core are going to have to come up with a new strategy if they want to take this one 5-0. They did so well with those 276s. However, look at the positioning out in the open in the field, not behind the wall, behind cover, and they pay for it. Losing the 2 tanks, losing the momentum on point, allowing the 5 to push behind their line here, cut them off. And for now, for the moment, recover and hold this last point. Really the key and why it's so hard to take flag position, ladies and gentlemen, is because you can hold the strong point, but if the other team holds everywhere around it, they can shoot you in the open. Unless you can get like your whole team on that strong point, which is very dangerous though, because you know you're open to getting attacked by airheads, you're open to getting killed by bombing runs and the such. A little fight brewing over here on the half track. Staying up for now. Butcher doing enough. Mariam though gonna drop 2v1 right there. Nice play. Wonder if he can get his satchel up in time. No, he gets dropped mental with enough shots into Mariam there to stop the half track from going down. Wow. Core respawns, you know, stopping all that sector cap progress. There was no members of the 5 on point, has to be said. That was all in sector. Essentially, the 5's flank behind Core's push put them in Core's sector en route to harass, and that's where the cap progress was coming from. So it wasn't an intentional attack onto the next point. It was more trying to cut off Core's reinforcements, which are still coming here on the north. I'm surprised the Tiger hasn't pushed and tried to engage this half track right now, especially since the spawn is known. You can see garrison markers going up here. Oh, I'm also surprised there wasn't a satchel on the other side of the wall, or the hedgerow. From the 5 to try and take out that half track. Satchels have a huge radius in this Hell Let Loose game and fairly easily can be used to destroy things over walls. Now, I think the time we're all waiting for is when Core has enough fuel to spawn in 2 more 76s. Now, can the 5 get enough AT guns up that can deal with those 76s at once? That's going to be the big question. Can the 5 even recover their strong point on flag position? Because right now they don't have it. Core is in firm control of the strong point right now still. Looks like finally the 5 have pulled a tank up and are now engaging the half track. Right here you can see the Tiger has pulled up. He's trying to shell the tank. Core is just trying to play bushwhacky, maybe bait that Tiger in a little closer where they can use their AT guns effectively. Tiger's using his own nodes as cover. That's what the Tiger needs to be doing though. I'd like to see him even push now that he's taken out a few of the AT on point here with the infantry. Just not able to penetrate that stellinium wood bush, protecting the half track very well. It's kind of unfortunate this game. It depends, like not everything is cover and not everything is concealment. Oftentimes bushes can be cover, which doesn't make too much sense. I understand the walls there, but a heat round or an AP round from a tank would definitely penetrate foliage and wood, or even that wall, even that wood, the brick wall there. So unfortunately for the 5, they're gonna have to do it the hard way. Now this Tiger being so far back is not doing anything. I think maybe if he opened up and went to the edge of the map here, he'd be able to get an angle onto the half track. But right now, Core's still in this one, and look at the attack from Core straight up the mid here. They've pushed back the 5's forces on the south, kind of got them into that little hamlet down there, and now are trying to push along this side here and crush the southwestern side of the 5's defense. Hold the phone though, as we were rotating onto that one, I think yep, there we go. Core tanks pull back up into it and easily destroy that Tiger on the north. All right, well, that's going to be round 2 here. Round 2 of the 76s, and honestly, I don't think that Core is going to make the same mistake and push these tanks too far up. And if they do, it's going to be with infantry support all the way around. You can see cap progress almost starting. There we go. Cap progress started for Core here, and this could be it for the 5 in the HPL Eastern European, not Eastern, European semifinal. Let's see what the 76 does. Yeah, smart play there. Rotating before the open field, using the cover to his advantage. Don't expose yourself to rockets and to tanks or to AT guns. Now, AT gun on the back is not manned. We can see there's one on the right side. However, Flak might be, or Falco might be rotating to build one. It's a little too late though. Oh, Medini gonna take a few rounds from his own tank in the back. Core though, looking to close out this one. You can see Zoom nice pushing on the south side there. Coordinated attack with smoke on point, and it's up to Sholva, Ren, and Sproker here to defend against double their numbers. Not doing a bad job of it so far. Sholva not deployed though, unfortunately. Oh, the half track's pulling up. Are they gonna park the half track on point right now? Looks like they might try to do it. Hakur gets run over by the half track. Crazy Rammer's gonna get run over too if he's not careful. Oh, yeah, Crazy Rammer gets run over too. 2 kills for the half track, and Core get a half track in the middle of flag position. What? I cannot believe what is happening right now. And you know what? There's nobody here to deal with this. Flak needs a long range shot on the AT. Where is the AT from the 5? It's nowhere. Crusader, was that Crusader with 2 kills in the half track? And now Core have a spawn right in the middle of point, and there is nothing that the 5 can do about it. Absolutely crazy play here from Core. Looking to 5-0 this game, 55% cap progress and going. Oh my God, what a play on the end to end this one. Crusader taking the half track right into the middle of the point, getting 2 road kills. And the big question is, do the 5 have anything to deal with this? Do they have a reinforced? There's a Panzer Lux on the left side here, but he's not rotating the point. He's pushing past point here. 80% cap progress. Bombing run comes in. Is it going to be enough to stop the cap? Kills a bunch of people on the backside. Kills Para 2. Big spawn wave comes in. Bombing run kills everybody almost on point. I don't know if it destroyed that half track. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, half track is down. However, 99% cap progress here. I think it's going to be the way of Core here, going up 5-0, going to take the semifinal. They do enough in the end. Wow, what a game. What an ending to the game. Core going to win 5-0 there to defeat the 5 and win the HPL semifinal for the EU, booking their ticket to the finals of the Hell Let Loose Premier League. What a game here to end the playoffs from Core. What a crazy play. Have you ever seen something like that before? Have you ever seen somebody use a half track, go on a bunch of road kills, and then put a spawn right on point? Now, only if that bombing run came 30 seconds earlier, you know, it might have done a difference. Only if there was a defensive airhead. I just think that the 5 were so tapped out of fuel for their tanks and resources. They just didn't have the resources to spare to use. Anyways, okay, we'll be right back with some analysis of this game, this crazy game. HPL Premier League. Yeah, we'll be right back. Oh my God! Look at all the bodies! Oh my God! I didn't work! Let's go! 38 scored for a cap race. What a crazy ending to that one, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining us with the HPL semifinals from Europe. Core taking it 5-0, booking their ticket to the finals, and the ending was insane. Have you ever seen something like that before in competitive Hell Let Loose? Driving the half track straight into the middle of point, getting 2 road kills on the way, and then just parking it and getting a full spawn wave in. They did die, but I mean, those bodies did a lot to cap that point. Core comes back the second time even stronger and gets the point, going 5-0 on the game. Wow. What a game. There wasn't any crazy strategy involved with that one. It was using their tanks and they smashed through the front door. And we said it before the game. Core's tanks, you know, they don't get a lot of talk for how they play because they're overshadowed by their infantry is just so strong. Their command is very strong. Their tactics are very strong. That put Core tanks on the top of the map. They put them on the map. That's an announcement to the world. No more talk about their tanks, you know, getting carried in games. No, Core is a complete team. They just smashed the 5 straight through the front door with those tanks. And credit to the 5. I mean, they played really strongly there. They were playing really well when it was 3-2 there. But Core just hit another level. You know, we saw that sneaky attack from Crusader on the backside, putting trouble in there, getting the garrison. But, you know, it wasn't working, and Core switched the tactics up, and within 5 minutes, they had 2 76s. They'd killed all the tanks for the 5, and were pushing straight through the middle for that 4-1 with those 2 tanks in concert. And you know what? The tanks were so well together. They smashed armor that opposed them. They smashed AT guns as soon as they went up. Both tanks had, you know, they were covering each other. So if one tank got hit, the second tank immediately knew where the fire was coming from and was able to kill it. What a great performance by both teams, though. Kudos to Core. Congratulations on winning that one 5-0 and winning the European Hell Let Loose Premier League. They won it with the semifinals. They're going off to the finals now. That's going to be determined, I believe. I think next weekend, it might be set up for next weekend because we do have to schedule the BST2 501 ES, the line that is the North American semifinal playoff. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. And the line in the season has been beat 5-0 by Core. So unless the line have got their strategy back together, they're going to need to do something special to win in the finals. If they get through, BST2 501, you know, has played really strong and has a very specific play style. They've actually lost to the line a few times during the regular season too, regardless of them finishing above them. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how that game plays out, who comes on top on the North American side of things, and then goes forward obviously to face Core in the finals. Anyways, for myself, for everyone in the HPL, for all the teams that played, thank you so much, guys, and all the viewers, of course, at home watching. My name is Heathen Hammer. We'll be back next weekend with some more playoffs from the Hell Let Loose Premier League, the North American semifinal, which is going to be BST2 501 versus the Line, to get a chance to go up against Core in the finals. It's going to be a good one. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next weekend. Yeah.